videos. You know, like weirdest intro ever. But you know, I mean, I sound queer as fuck. Then what the hell? Anyway, moving on. Yeah. So I'm going to start this thing where I talk about stuff because I can, and I've got fucking no ideas other than that to do. So um, this like what I'm going to talk about today is something that I obviously thought of myself because I will ask like throughout like these videos what people, if people want me to discuss anything, because you know maybe they do, I don't know. But anyway, for now I'm going to be talking this, I say episode, I guess I'll be talking about the Euros and my thoughts on what's going on in the Euros and all that shite. But I mean, the first thing that I really want to like address is the violence, mush. Like, well, what it is with these Euros, or is it just the fact they're covering it more? But everyone just seems to want to just troll and fucking throw things on the fucking pitch and just beat the fuck out of people. Like, I don't get this. Yeah, it's just like, what the hell? I mean, I don't even want to know what the World Cup's going to be like. It's going to be gunshots and everything. It's just like, I don't know. It's just weird. It's like it's more focused on that than it is on the football, for God's sake. But then if you move on from that to the actual games, like for instance, obviously England beat Wales recently, which was obviously something that a lot of the English are very happy about, considering the comments that Gareth Bale made. But I mean, throughout the tournament, I've watched a few of the games, and I've noticed like a lot of the teams, they're not like, they don't feel like they're living up to the potential of any of the teams that are playing. Like there's not a standout team in this tournament because they're all sort of, they're not playing very well in my opinion. Any of them, there's all areas they can improve, and because of that, it's sort of like, it's kind of weird. There's no sort of standout. You think, oh, they're going to win that. Like, yeah, people have said maybe Italy will, but you can't really say that like anyway, because the teams that they're playing aren't playing well either. So it all depends on who turns up on the day that a little bit better. And it's like, I mean, it's also like the way the teams play as well. It suit better to other teams, and sometimes the way people play will not suit them. Like some people can play better when they're getting like balls through the middle, like the defence can cope with that, but they might not be able to cope with crosses. So depending on what your team will play, it would be depending on how well you might do. But I mean, it's just it's kind of a poor tournament. Like there's no real team you think, fucking hell, that's a good team. Like obviously Belgium was supposed to be the team this year, and they wasn't, and it's, you know, kind of shitty really. Like they just, as like a lot of people said, like I know some people seem to think they're not really, players aren't that amazing, but in terms of what most people are saying is like they've got good players, but they don't work well as a team, which is the big thing. That's why they say in Italy's doing so well, because they've really worked well as a unit. I mean, you would when every single person in the back line's from Juventus. I mean, that might fucking help. But I think that I wouldn't be able to call. Like, I don't think anyone can call who's going to win the tournament this year, because it's that close until the group stages finishes and we go from there really. But yeah, it's an interesting one this year, which is kind of cool. You know, it's a bit more unpredictable about it. But I mean, well, as for England, well, again, they don't play badly. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm real to actually see them play well. They just can't fucking score, for the love of God. Like, the amount of chances they had in both games and they just don't put them away, it's unreal. Like, I don't understand it. Like, you're supposed to be professional and you can't put a fucking ball away. It's like when they had the World Cup, I think, in 2010, and they had the new ball that came out, and no one could hit the ball properly. It's like that in this tournament. Like, it just seems like there's something wrong with the ball or something. I don't know, because they all just seem to be struggling with it. But goalies as well, struggling with it, like holding on to it and stuff like that. I just don't know. It's just really weird. Obviously, man, it's going to be interesting to see how Wales handle their defeat, and like how the pressure of having to win the game to be able to go through. So that would definitely be something to watch out on. I mean, it'd be kind. I guess it would be cool to have Wales go through as well, as much as they are fucking cunts because of the way they acted. Well, more to the point, Gareth Bale, like being all cocky. Like, I don't see why, like, as all these nations are where we are, we're all like against each other. Like, I understand it on the game of the on the game on the day if we're facing each other, then yeah, it's obvious. But the fact that we're always having a go at each other all the time, you just think, well, surely we should all be cheering each other on. Like, just may as well, because you know it's better for us if we do. But obviously that's probably me just being a dick thinking that. So yeah, but I think I mean to summarise this tournament in one word at the moment, I'd say shit in terms of quality, but amazing in terms of like unpredictability, which is kind of what I think is a better way of doing it. I mean, it can be painful to watch. Like watching that England game was painful to watch. Some of the times they gave the ball away or something, it's just painful to watch. But at the same time, it can be quite entertaining. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if I had to choose a team who would go and win it, you know, you would obviously go with your Germanys. But I mean, Germany drew against Poland, and they did not look very good. So after I saw that, I thought, well, maybe they're not the Germany that are from previous, and they're not as formidable as they might look. Again, obviously, Spain won their last game 3-0, but I still ain't convinced by Spain. Italy, again, they didn't have the best of games against Sweden, and Sweden haven't been diabolically shit so far. So again, you can't really say much about Italy until they face a team that's like good enough. And again, England's England. You can't really say shit about that. France haven't looked particularly amazing. They've scored a couple of goals, but they've been in the last minute. So it's almost impossible to like say who's going to win this tournament. But if I had to choose a team, I'd probably go with either Italy or Germany. The only reason I'd go with Germany is because Germany have a knack for just turning up at the right time. Because as well as I know they drew against Poland, but I still think they're going to be up there being the favourites. You know, and as for Italy, Italy do look like the best defensive team out there at the moment, which is a really key thing to have. Because if they don't score goals, they can't lose. Well, if the other team can't score goals, you know, then Italy won't lose. So it's just yeah, they do look like the most formidable team at the moment. But you know, time will fucking tell what happens with that. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this rant. Well, I say rant, more of a random opinion-based video here. Yeah, like you know, put in comments or like let me know if you want, if you don't want, or if you want me to talk about things, discuss things, put my views on things. Because I don't know, like I can rant about stuff. Depending on what it is, I can rant about things for a long fucking time. And depending on what I feel like some people might find it hilarious, some people might not find it hilarious. Who the fuck knows? And now my friend's messaging me on Steam because he's a dickhead and he takes 10 fucking years to reply to everything I say. So he can go, fuck himself. But yeah, so thanks for watching if you did watch it, and if you did watch it, then I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed. See, my brain says things when it's not supposed to say it. Like, I'm an idiot. I mean, most people who know me probably already know that anyway. So, I don't know why the fuck I have to say this, but, you know. I'm gonna go now because I'm just being awkward and stupid, so. Bye. This is where I've got to find the stop recording button because I'm a dickhead and unprofessional, so.